Hello everyone and welcome. A few weeks back I did a review of some RGB spotlights from Lumary, and while I was browsing through their Amazon store, I came across this item that we'll be looking at today. Considering that we're going into the holiday gift-giving season, I thought this would make a great gift to give to yourself or to anyone else on your shopping list. So when I saw this guy, I knew that I had to get this cool ceiling fan to share with my viewers that are looking for great gift ideas for the holidays. This is a compact and lightweight ceiling fan that is easy to install and keeps you cool during the summer months, but also does so much more. It has 2800 lumens of LED white light, RGB lights to liven up your room, it has voice control, and all this at a price of what a normal boring ceiling fan would cost you. So if you want to see what this cool ceiling fan can do, stick around as I test and unbox this guy and set it up so you can see what it looks like. Alright guys, when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. So let's talk a little bit about some of the features that this guy has. But before we get started testing this guy and setting it up, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you get notified every time I do another product review video, DIY video, or a sale at a big box store where I can find some great deals to save you guys some money. Alright, so what we're looking at today is the Smart RGB AI Ceiling Fan from Lumary, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this fan retails for $179.99. But they also have a $50 discount coupon on their Amazon page, bringing it down to only around $130, which is way cheaper than most ceiling fans that you're going to get at the big box stores. So what's included when you get this guy? Well, you get the ceiling fan itself, you get the manual, you get mounting hardware, and a remote control to be able to take care of this guy if you want to do it manually with a remote control. This ceiling fan can put out up to a maximum of 2800 lumens of light when you have it set to its full brightness, and that only consumes 35 watts of energy. The fan itself will only consume 15 watts of energy when you're using it. The lights and the fan can be used separately or together. The fan has 8 clear acrylic blades to show off the RGB lights better and to create a lot less noise when you're using it. The fan only produces 35 decibels of noise when in use, which is very quiet. The ceiling fan also has 6 speeds to choose from and is also reversible, plus it has a sleep timer so you can set it anywhere from 1 to 4 hours and it shuts itself off automatically. The ceiling fan also has a timer where you can have it go on and off by itself when you're not home to keep your house cool or to light up the room when you're away. You can also turn it on and off remotely using the app through your Wi-Fi. The lights are dimmable and adjustable. You can select the brightness that you prefer, plus you can select the white light temperature that makes you more comfortable, anywhere from a warm white light to a cool white light. In other words, anywhere from 2700K to 6500K of white light. The fan and the lights can be controlled by voice command through Alexa or Google Assistant, plus they can also be controlled through the free downloadable app or using the included remote control that you already saw. Alright guys, I'm going to interrupt myself here for just a little bit, and I'm going to give you a closer look at the ceiling fan before I install it, so I'll continue with the feature explanation in just a moment. But the ceiling fan itself, there you can see it right there. It's a nice ABS body. There are the blades. You can barely see them. They're see-through. They're clear. And you have 8 blades on there, which are very nice and should be fairly quiet. It's hitting this stuff right now, so it's a little noisy. But when they're working, they should be very, very quiet. Now this right here is the part, the top of it, where that goes attached right there. And you attach this to the ceiling first. You see that you have the body right here of the fan, and you have the metal bracket all in one piece, already comes pre-assembled for you. So all you're going to do is you're going to attach this to the box in your ceiling. And then you're going to feed the wires through here, through the middle. You see the ground wire, it's already attached. You have that going through the middle of it. And then the power wires right here, you're going to feed it through the middle of that box as well, up into the ceiling, attach it to the wires coming out of the ceiling, and you'll be all set. This is the brain box. That's where all the magic happens. This is the guy that controls everything, has all the Wi-Fi apps and all that stuff, goes through that little box right there. This guy right here is an added safety feature where this guy is like an anti-drop function, where you attach this guy, you see it has a little thing there, you attach this cable to the metal bracket on here, anywhere you want, just attach it on there. And if for some reason this guy comes loose, it will not fall down. It'll just hang from here. That's the whole point of this. It'll just keep it up in the ceiling and keep it hanging there. As you see, if it drops down, it'll still hang from that cable right there. That's the whole point of it. So it's for safety. It can't drop on anybody or anything, cause any damage, etc. That is the point of having that little guy right there. So make sure to attach that when you attach the power to this guy right here. And then when you're done, this guy just goes on there. You twist it, lock it in place, and you're done. And the ceiling fan is already installed. And here is a look at the fan from the front. You can see right there, all this guy will light up. And as you can see, it's a fairly small fan. It's only about 8 inches in height. So it works very well with low ceiling. So that should be fairly convenient for any place where you have a low ceiling. All right, let's get back to the description, and I'm going to mount this guy. The RGB AI lights can create up to 16 million different color combinations and can also be synced to music to liven up any room activity that you're having. The RGB lights can all be set up in the app to have a variety of themes that you can use randomly or set up your favorite lighting theme and use it at the click of a button. So this ceiling fan makes a great gift for yourself or anyone on your shopping list. Why have a boring old ceiling fan when you can have a cool, modern, fun ceiling fan that can give you a ton of new features such as voice command, remote commands, timer, RGB lighting, music sync, and all of that at the same price of a boring normal ceiling fan. So let's get this guy set up and see how it performs. Alright guys, here we go. I set up the fan for you, and I set up a fake ceiling right there because I don't have a finished ceiling in my garage. So I mocked up a fake ceiling so you can see exactly what it'll look like when you mount this in your house, in a room somewhere. This is what it'll look like. You can get a good impression of what this will be when you have it mounted. And you can see it's a very clean looking design. Very nice indeed. Doesn't have any weird things to it. Very clean indeed. It'll be very attractive in any room that you put it in. And it works very well with low ceilings. As you can see, it's only 8 inches in height, so it fits very nicely. Unlike a lot of ceiling fans that drop down very far, this is not very bad at all. This is only 8 inches, very good for low ceiling situations. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and show you all the different functions that this guy can do, and we're going to do it the low tech way. We're going to use the remote control. This little guy that comes with it will do everything from that little remote control. Now, if you want to be high tech, you can download the Lumary app from, iOS, Android, etc. And it's a free app. You just download it, set up an account, set it up with your Wi-Fi, all that kind of stuff. And you can control the fan from far away if you're not home. Or you can create all sorts of moods and themes and groups and all sorts of stuff. And you can have millions of colors and millions of different things that you can do and set it up however you can fine tune it to whatever it is that you like. The remote control is not going to be as fine tuning as the app is, but the remote control is easier for people that want to go low tech. So if you want to go high tech, feel free to download the app and use that. I'm not going to go through and tell you how to set it up and all that because it's fairly easy to do. Everybody that knows how to set up an app knows how to do that. In fact, the manual is very detailed, so I'm not going to duplicate all that. It has a lot of pictures in there, color pictures that walk you step by step through everything you need to do to set up the app, so I'm not going to waste your time in this video. Read the manual when you get this fan and you'll have no trouble whatsoever. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this guy on. And you see right there, that's the white light. Let me turn off the other lights. And there you go. That is just the ceiling fan alone. All the other lights are off in this room. And actually right now, it is at its dimmest point. Let me turn it up to its brightest. And the camera will do some adjusting because it has its own internal light meter, so there's not much I can do about that. And any kind of flickering and stuff, that's a fault of the camera. That is not the fan itself. With my eyeballs, I do not see any kind of flickering. So I'm just telling you, that is the camera itself if you see any kind of flickering. So that is the brightest that it goes to right there. And on the remote, you can also control the temperature. Like right now, I'm going to warm it up. I'm going to turn it a little further down so it goes to more yellow. And you're going to see a change right there. We're going to a warmer light. So it's going to turn more yellow. And that way you can change the mood of the room that you're in if you want to have a warmer feeling. And you can turn it all the way down to like a 2700K. And you can see right there, it's a much yellower light, much warmer to make that environment a little bit warmer for you in the room that you're in. And you can go anywhere in between. And let's go back up and I'll turn it up to 6500K, which is a cool white light. And that is the maximum that'll do for a cool white light. Let me dim it down a little bit again so it's not so bad so the camera doesn't go too crazy with it. And we'll dim it down a little bit. And there you go. Dim it down just a bit. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on the RGB lights. And there you go. There is your RGB. And right now you see a multitude of different colors because it's being controlled by the AI. The AI will do all sorts of random music, dancing colors all over the place. And you can see up on the ceiling, it's very attractive. And you can have both the white light and the RGB all going at the same time. And the fan as well. Let me turn on the fan and you'll see it up there. You'll see the blades start to move. And there you go. You saw that the fan kicked on. And you can see that the fan is very quiet. I don't even hear it, and I'm standing right here. There you go. You didn't hear it, did you? So you don't hear it. And I'm going to turn it all the way up to the highest speed. It has 6 speeds. I turned it up to 6 right now. And you still really don't hear anything going. I mean, I barely hear a tiny little buzz, and I'm standing right here. The camera probably can't even pick it up. So that's what it sounds like. Very quiet, good for a kid's room. It won't disturb you if you're gaming or something like that, or watching movies or anything like that. And that's one of the good things about the AI and the RGB lights on this, is that this will work great if you sync it up. You can sync it up to music, you can sync it up to movies, games, all that kind of stuff. So you don't need to have any kind of background mood lighting. This guy will do everything for you. In fact, let's turn off the white light, and you can see right there, look at that go. You have all the colors bouncing off the ceiling, and it'll light up your whole room for you very, very nicely with just this light alone. And if I had a complete ceiling, it would obviously fill the entire room. Right here, we just have a small section, but you get an idea what it looks like. And if you don't want to have the RGB control it, you just want to have your own color. Let's say you only like one color. You don't like a multitude of colors. You can control that yourself. You can set one color, or you can set a multitude of colors, or you can set different angles like that. You can do whatever you want. Like in this case, one color. That's all I picked, one color. And then you can cycle through it and select different colors, whatever you're in the mood for that day. If you want to have just one color in the background, that'll work just fine for you. So there's no problem. And you see I'm changing the lights, and the fan is still on all at the same time. So it's very, very convenient as far as that goes. They all work together. There's no need to have one in the place of the other. And if you want to go back to the AI, all you do is click the button. There you go. All back to having a rainbow of colors all over the place. And that really lights it up. It makes it really quite entertaining to sit here and just watch the lights. It's kind of like watching an aquarium, watching the fish go by. You kind of watch the lights go by. Very relaxing. If you have, you're in a bad mood or something, you can just sit there and watch the lights and kind of relax for a while. So there you go. That's what this guy looks like. Now I got to figure out where I'm going to put this in my house, but it's really a nice little fan and light to have set up just about anywhere for just about any situation and any mood that you want to create. So there you have it, guys. That's what this guy looks like there. If you're interested in this fan and you want to know more about it, follow the link down below, and that'll take you to the Lumary site, and you can read all about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Questions or comments, put them down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.